Title: Parisian Pandemonium, Fiery Fury Unleashed Over Teens Police Encounter Gone Rogue. TLDR. A severe storm of protest has swept through France following a 17-year-old's fatal encounter with the police. The protest wave has taken a violent turn, with the city streets witnessing a havoc of window smashing, car torching, and building blazing as the masses vent their wrath. But hey, President Macron ain't having any of it, accusing the protesters of peddling anarchy. So, question is, folks, justified public outcry or anarchic chaos? The story. Bonjour, turned-up news followers. Here's a bit of breaking French toast to chew on. The City of Lights has been plunged into an abyss of darkness and disorder after the tragic demise of Noel M., a 17-year-old who lost his life during a roadside police check. The aftermath? You guessed it, fury, flames, and an overall freakout. The Parisian streets morphed into a stage for open rebellion, with frustrated crowds expressing their anguish through some hardcore vandalism. Windows shattered, cars and buildings set ablaze. The heat was, quite literally, on. Now, here's the kicker. A total of 1,300 protesters got up close and personal with the law enforcement handcuffs, and overnight detentions reached an all-time high. Hell of a slumber party, right? The stats are staggering, my friends. As per France's Interior Ministry, around 2,560 fires scorched the public roads, 1,350 vehicles were left smoking, and around 234 incidents involving torched or damaged buildings were reported. Did I mention that 79 police officers got hurt during the clashes? Guess it's not always a walk in the park for the boys in blue, huh? A staggering 45,000 cops were mobilized on Friday in a desperate attempt to stifle the chaotic uprising, not just in Paris, but other city extensions like Marseille too. Not the typical Friday night for these folks, eh? Let's zoom in on the big man himself, President Macron. He's got his beret in a bunch over the whole fiasco, throwing shade at the protesters, and pretty much accusing them of endorsing anarchy. Valid point or misplaced blame? That's for you to decide. And let's face it, folks, this ain't just about one teen. This story is part of a larger narrative of mounting tensions and escalating clashes between the public and the police. It's a tale as old as time, the question of police authority versus individual rights, of maintaining law and order versus protecting civil liberties. Are the people justified in their furious outpour? Is their outrage the eruption of simmering discontent over persistent systemic issues? Or is it, as Macron suggests, mere anarchy in the name of protest? And what about the colossal law enforcement response, necessary action or excessive force? But hey, we're just the messengers here at Turned Up News. We bring the news to you, you bring the discussion to us. So, what do you think, folks? Is this a justified rebellion or anarchy unleashed? And what does it mean for the future of France, and perhaps, global policing norms? Note, this is an informational article.